southern Cameroon. Imagine that United States can take a closer look and call the citizens or the former citizens of southern Cameroon that are physically here in the United States and ask if there is an opportunity that the United States government can play a key role on the issues of southern Cameroon. Of course, it has been a totally negligence or neglect on the issues that is ongoing in southern Cameroon. And that brought the attention of fellow citizens here in the United States asking whether does the United States government simply ignore the crisis or just don't care about it. And this brought us more attention to question the United States government that if we are the former sons and daughters and physically here in the United States and speaking about the issues ongoing genocide in southern Cameroon, it seems like the United States doesn't care what is going on. Imagine if one of us could be appointed in the public government, like, of course, the United States would be rushing to book an audience to speak about bilateral cooperation or bilateral relationships. If the citizens of southern Cameroon back at home look upon our leadership to support a change, a meaningful change, and United States seems not to recognize, maybe because we barely just as citizens here in the United States, and it doesn't value that the United States government can invite some of us and talk about the pertinent issues that is going on. And it seems this U.S. Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, and the Undersecretary for African Affairs, it seems not worried whether it's an issue. We understand that the war in Ukraine is taking a different tone on the United States, looking how they can. But the United States has a robust government system that can take care of any problem in and around the world. Just having a single discussion or a meeting with the former citizens of southern Cameroon that are here in the United States on the ongoing crisis would have looked for a meaningful solutions. Of course, the government of Cameroon within the past 5 or 6 years using military and carrying on atrocity and genocide in southern Cameroon has not been overwhelmed by our fellow brothers and sisters here in the United States, in Europe, and elsewhere around the world. Of course, we have spoken extensively on this crisis. Of course, we felt being totally neglected, especially when we raised this question about the southern Cameroon. The United States government is fully aware that it was an injustice that was immeted upon the people of southern Cameroon by the very international community that we look upon leadership. The United Nations imagined, if I am not going to read about those criteria that the United Nations Article 1514 XV, 1608 XV, 75, and you name the rest. These were essentially focusing on total decolonizations. And the people of southern Cameroon meet those criteria of a total decolonization. And yet, we see our brothers and sisters forced into La République du Cameroon. As now that I'm speaking, it's not just now, but it's ongoing. The Secretary General at the presidency, in a recent memorandum, less than 48 hours, has asked the defense minister in La République du Cameroon to use every special force to slaughter every citizen of southern Cameroon. Imagine, you, Secretary of State, that we are watching, seeing this behavior that is ongoing in our southern Cameroon territory. We feel painful, and we felt that we have been totally neglected. We are totally it seems we are not worth something to the United States government to take a look on the issues that is ongoing in Southern Cameroon crisis. I mean, United States can do better. United States has the capacity and the power to do so. But yet, total negligence, neglect, maybe we don't have the nuclear arsenal that will force the United States to step up. Irrespectively, the United States can do something. Call a meeting and see how they can find lasting solutions for the citizens. It's not just ignore or don't care about it. And we felt totally neglected as this ongoing atrocity carried on by the Republic of Cameroon. Of course, the U.S. Or the British ambassador was romancing with what is so-called the special status. That has nothing. It hasn't. Labon has never make a truthful, meaningful relationship with the people of Southern Cameroon. They look as we are just animals and that they can manipulate at will and do whatever it takes. And so because we have no voice, we depend upon them, and we watch all this carefully, then we ask the United States government. United States government can change this behavior. United States did after the German was defeated in the First World War, after the Japan was defeated in the First World War, United States showed leadership. Why is it so difficult that they can engage on the Southern Cameroon questions? Since Biden administration appointed the Undersecretary for African Affairs, it seems that office is totally relegated. It seems there's nobody working in that particular office. It seems, and this wonder many of people when they look upon leadership from the United States, and yet that leadership is not forthcoming. And we felt embarrassed, and we felt disappointed. And then we asked these questions. If I was appointed in La Republique government, of course, the United States would like to speak to me. Why is it that the United States government cannot speak to all these sons and daughters here about the crisis that is carry on a death toll on the citizens of Southern Cameroon? I believe the United States can do better. It seems, U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, of course, he traveled to South Africa, to the peace area, and it doesn't mean that the United States has no power to do something. They do have power, but they're totally negligence. And so it baffles all of us. It's not about speaking, it's about human life. And we sat here in the United States, we are wondering, when will the United States government stand for obligations and do good for the greatest mankind? This is Comrade Fulton Daniel speaking here from the great state of Texas, here in the United States. And we hopefully this message resonate with the U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken on the question of Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia questions. Have a wonderful day.